Hello my dear students, hope all of you are fine. Today I came in front of you with science key paper. I wanted to discuss about the science key paper which you have written recently. Hope everybody wrote that science exam well. In that physics and chemistry related numerical problems and case study, long answer type questions, correct answers I wanted to discuss with you. Hope everybody will see the video completely and try to know what are your correct answers and how many marks you can score in these questions. Share to your friends, subscribe the channel, like the video. So here in this first question is 39th question. I came from back. See, this is 39th question which is case study for 4 marks. This is from magnetic effects of electric current. In this it is given about some information is given about potential difference 220 volt and some information is given. If you come to question directly, first question is write the colors of the insulation covers of the line wires through which supply comes to our homes. We discussed about domestic electric circuits. There we will be having 3 wires will be there, we discussed. In that one is what I am writing here, first question answer A. In that first one, what we will be having 3 different types of wires. One is what? Live wire. What is the color of live wire? Live wire will be there. Live wire is in red color. One more what? Neutral wire. Neutral wire is in black color. Okay, live wire in red color, neutral wire in black color. And one more, earth wire. This will be there in green color. Just you have to mention what are the colors. Okay, this is what A. Now question B, if you see, you have to mention the colors in the question A, and in question B what did they mention? What should be the current rating of the electric circuit? Voltage is given 220 volt, that is potential difference is given 220 volt, and the power of the electric iron is given. Power of the electric iron is given 1 kilowatt. Then what can be the current rate? Then what we can do here to get the current, we have formula I is equal to power by voltage, that is potential difference. Power is given 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt means what? 1000 watt by 220 volt. What happens? 0 0 cancel, which is nothing but 50 by 11. So if you cancel this, how much? 11 1s are 11 4s are 44. Again 6 will be there. Then 11 5s are 55. More 5 will be there, 11 4s are, so 5.54. So we can write approximately 4.54 amperes. So up to 4.5 it can be allowed. So at what rate? Current rate 4.54 amperes is the current rate. That is what question B answer. So if you allow more than this, what happens? Fuse will melt. We will be having one fuse. That fuse will be melted. So up to this current rate we can allow. Next, what is the function of the earth wire? What earth wire will do when there is a leakage of current? What happens? These electrical metallic bodies, like electrical appliances with metallic bodies, get shock. So to avoid that, what we do? Earth wire will be having low resistance, so that current which is leakage of current, whatever it is there, that will be passing through earthware because it is having less resistance, so that we can avoid that electric shock. So that you have to write here. Hope you understood what to write. Earth wire will protect us from shocking, electrical shocking, whenever there is a leakage of current. That you have to mention here in the question C. Now in that question C option also we have another option. First one, it avoids, it protects us from leakage of current, that is electric shock. And the second one, list 2 precautions to be taken avoid electrical accidents. State how these precautions prevent possible damage to the appliances. So here 2 we have to list. One thing you can write again about earthing, safety, and one more, what, fuse. How fuse will protect? Fuse, whenever there is an excess amount of current is passing through the circuit, what happens? There will be some current rating. If it is more than that current rating, what happens? More heat will be produced. When more amount of heat is produced, that wire will melt, because fuse will be having low melting point and high resistance. Due to its high resistance, more heat will be produced. When more heat is produced, due to its low melting point, it will melt. When it is melted, what happens? Circuit will be open, so that no current will be allowed into the home, so that all the remaining appliances, electrical appliances, will be safe. And we discussed just now about earthing, how it protects us from electrical shock. So these are what some precautions to be taken to avoid shock and overloading. So this is about case study question number 39. Now you see this one, question number 37. This is another case study which is from chemistry. Here first question is what? Write balanced chemical equations to show the products formed during electrolysis of brine. What is brine? Sodium chloride. So first question I am writing here, A answer is what? We have to write the balanced chemical equation. So we have to decompose sodium chloride in the presence of water, electrolysis, 2H2O. What will be produced? Sodium hydroxide, 2NaOH, plus what will be left? One more, NaCl. One second, what will be, right, 2NaOH plus H2 plus Cl2. These are the products. When sodium chloride is, that is brine solution, is made electrolysis, what happens? It will be decomposed as sodium hydroxide, water, hydrogen gas and chlorine gas. This is the first question answer, balancing chemical equation of brine. Next, list 2 uses of any product obtained during electrolysis of brine. So I am taking here chlorine. So I am writing the uses of chlorine. Chlorine will be used. Cl2 will be used to purify water. To purify water. It is also used in making bleaching powder. So next one more use is what? Chlorine, Cl2, is used to whiten paper or clothing. So that is what 2 uses. Now question number C is what here? What is C? In question number C, a mild non-corrosive basic salt is used for faster cooking. Which is used for faster cooking? Baking soda will be used for faster cooking, and it is heated to produce compound B. So when we heat it, one more compound B will be produced, that is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Identify A and B. I already told you A is what? Baking soda, which is used for faster cooking. What is the formula? NaHCO3, baking soda. And When we heat it, what happens when you heat? Thermal decomposition. When we heat NaHCO3, what happens? One more compound B will be formed. What is that B? You know, sodium carbonate. Na2CO3 will be formed, along with water will be formed, and carbon dioxide also it will be formed. This is by heating. So what this is the equation. Identify A and B. A is what? Baking soda, and B is what? B is sodium carbonate, which is used to remove permanent hardness of the water. So this is what A and B. Write the equation for the reaction to occur when A is heated. This is what equation. Equation also we wrote. What is another one? Define water of crystallization. What is water of crystallization? It is the amount of water that is associated with crystal. Suppose for example we have plaster of Paris, CaSO4 dot 2H2O. One more, Na2CO3 washing soda, Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. These two examples you can write. So this is about water of crystallization. Hope you understood about this one. This is for one more case study question. Now coming to this is a 5 marks question. Either A or B, anything you can answer. This is from light. So here what it is given, 5 marks question it is, in that some parts of the question are given. So let us take A. In that first one, what it is given, the power of lens X is minus 2.5 diopters. So power of lens is given minus 2.5 diopters. Name the lens and determine its focal length in centimeters. When power of lens is negative, focal length is also negative. So what we can say, power of lens is negative. Therefore, which type of lens it will be? Concave lens. Therefore, it is a concave lens. How can we find the focal length? We have the formula, power of lens is equal to 1 by f. So here it is given. So by using this formula, minus 2.5 is equal to 1 by f. So what happens? Therefore, f is equal to 1 by minus 2.5, which can also be written further 10 by minus 25. That is, if you cancel this, it is 5 2 is a 5 5 is a minus 2 by 5. If we cancel this, what happens again? 5 1s are 5 4s are 20, so 0.4. So f is what? Minus 0.4 meters, which can also be written f is equal to minus 40 centimeters. So the focal length is what? 40 centimeters, and it is a concave lens. That is what focal length. Focal length also we got. So what they are asking to find now, for which eye defect of vision will an optician prescribe this type of lens as a corrective lens? Because it is a concave lens, this lens, concave, this concave lens will be used to correct what? Myopia or short-sightedness. That is what answer. Now next, in that second is given, in that only again second question answers. What is size? The nature of the image formed. It is given the value of magnification m for a lens is minus 2. Magnification is given minus 2 using new Cartesian sign convention and considering that an object is placed at a distance of 20 centimeters. So magnification is given minus 2 and object distance is given 20. So object distance should be taken negative, so minus 20 centimeters. What they are asking to find? Length. Then state. By using these two, you have to answer these questions. In that first question is what again? First question, what is the nature of the image formed? Whenever magnification is negative, if magnification is negative, it is real and inverted. Real and inverted image. This is what nature. Second question answer is what? They are asking size of the image compared to the size of the object. We know V by U is equal to M. So by using this, V we don't know, U is minus 20 is equal to minus 2. Then what is V? Transpose this side. V is equal to minus into minus plus 40 centimeters. This is what? Image distance. But they are asking to find position of the image. Okay, this is what third answer. Position of the image is 40 centimeters. This is what third answer. Position of the image is 40 centimeters. Size of the image. How can we identify size of the image? Because it is double, magnification is double, then size of the image will be 2 times. Size of image is twice the size of object, because magnification is 2. The next question, sine of the height of the image. Because it is real and inverted, inverted image, sine of height of image is negative. This is what first question answer for 5 marks. Hope you understood this. In this, another is also there. One more is also there, not completed in that. This is second part. One more third part is there in that. What is third part? The same question, third part is what? The numerical values of focal lengths. Focal lengths are given. Focal length of A is 10 centimeters. Focal length of B is 20 centimeters. A 10 centimeters, B 20 centimeters. Which one of the two will show higher divergence or convergence? See, we have power of lens is equal to 1 by focal length. Means what? Inversely proportional. Power of the lens is inversely proportional to focal length. So when focal length is more, power of the lens will be less. So here focal length is less, so power of lens will be more. So by this what we can understand? Lens A will converge or diverge more. Converge or diverge more. Hope you understood why it will be having more convergence or more divergence, because its focal length is less. When focal length is less, power of the lens will be more. So A will be having more convergence or more divergence than B. Like that you have to write degree of convergence or degree of convergence of A, lens A will be more than lens B. That you have to write. That is about question A. Hope you understood about it. Now if you see, in that only or question we have, draw a ray diagram to show the refraction of a light through a rectangular glass slab. I will make it short, this question, so that we will draw the figure now. Here one rectangular glass slab. I will read, because hope we will be having question paper with you. Now the next question is what? Draw a ray diagram to show the refraction of a ray of light through a rectangular glass slab when it falls obliquely air into the glass. So rectangular glass slab, how we draw? We will take this as a glass slab. Then we draw an incident ray. This is incident ray. Here we draw one normal. Then what happens? Because it is air and when it is entering into the glass, it bends towards the normal like this. Again, when it is going out of the glass, when it is going out of the glass, when it is entering into air, because it is entering from denser to rarer, it moves away from the normal. Again, here we draw one normal here. Now it moves away from the normal like this. So like this, what happens? If we extend this, these two will be parallel to each other. Incident ray and this before one and this one parallel to each other, and this we will call it as lateral displacement. So this is what incident ray. Okay, this is angle of incidence. This is angle of refraction. Again, what we call this is emergent ray. We call it as lateral displacement. So like this, if you draw, that will be enough. That is what the diagram for the first question states. Snell's law. This is first question answer. Second question answer, Snell's law. You have to write what is Snell's law. Sin I by sin R. Sin I by sin R is equal to n. What it means? The sine of angle of incidence, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is constant. The ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is constant. That is what Snell's law. N is equal to sin I by sin R. Then you have to differentiate between virtual images formed by a convex lens and a concave lens on the basis of object distance. Convex lens and concave lens. In both the cases, we will be having virtual image. In concave lens, how virtual image will be formed? I am erasing this because hope you already understood about this. This part I will erase. Here we will discuss. Erase. Here we will discuss about the virtual images. So, for example, if you take convex lens, where virtual image will be formed? On the same side, when object is kept between f1 and optical center. We have to discuss, we have to differentiate based on object distance. So here virtual image will be formed here like this. At this point we will take the object. We will take object like this. If you want, you can draw the ray diagram. So like this, you go when you extend these two, what happens? These two will meet at a point on the same side of the object. Here, virtual image will be formed in concave lens, convex lens. But whereas in concave lens, between wherever you keep between infinity and optical center, we get wherever at anywhere between infinity to optical center at any place, what we get? We get virtual and direct, and which is diminished, virtual, erect and diminished image. So this is about what? Based on object distance. So what you can say clearly, when it is convex lens, when object is kept between focal length, focus and optical center, we get virtual image. Whereas in concave lens, when you keep anywhere between infinity and optical center, we get virtual image. Magnification, what happens? When it is convex lens, when you come to convex lens, it is virtual and direct and enlarged, magnified image. Whereas it is concave lens, when you use concave lens, it is virtual and direct but diminished image. That you have to write. You can draw the figure, ray diagram you can draw, and you can explain about it, differences. Now this is about one more 5 marks question in chemistry. First one, what? Draw two isomeric structures of butene Butene structures we have to draw. Different structures of butene we have to draw. Butene formula is what? Already it is given C4H8. C4H8. We have to draw different structures. First structure, how we can draw? C, one double bond between C and C, 4 carbons as usual. So here what happens? In this case, here one hydrogen, here one hydrogen, so that 4 bonds are over here, and here one hydrogen because only 3 bonds are over. Now for remaining here 2 hydrogens, here 3 hydrogen. This is one structure of butene. We call it as but1ene or 1-butene. Why it is 1-butene? Because double bond is there between first carbon and second carbon. Now coming to the next one, we can also draw like this. Now double bond is between second and third carbons. So here what? On the first carbon H3, but on the second carbon will be having only one hydrogen, third carbon also only one hydrogen. Again here 3 hydrogen. This is another structure for butene, but this is what? but2ene or 2-butene. This is another one. So these are what? 2 structures, isomer structures of butene. Hope you understood this. This is what? First one. Now the second one, question they have given already structures, we have to name here. What is this? Because 3 carbons are there. Because 3 carbons are there, we can say propane actually, but here it is what? Chlorine is there. So what is the name here? Chloropropane. What it is? Chloropropane. First one name. And the second one is, what is the functional group? What functional group it is? It is ketone group, and there are 4 carbon atoms. So what we can say, it is butane actually, but because here ketone group is there, it will be butanone. This is the name, chloropropane and butanone. Now coming to the third, in that third again we have reactions we have to write. In that third, first reaction, what we have to write? Ethanol undergoes oxidation. Ethanol is what? CH2OH. Oxidation. Oxygen will be added in the presence of alkaline KMnO4 or acidified K2Cr2O7, potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate. In presence of these two, C2H5OH or CH3CH2OH, ethanol will be converted into ethanoic acid or acetic acid, CH3COOH. This is the first reaction. Alkaline KMnO4 or acidified K2Cr2O7. Second reaction in this is first one. In this again second reaction, second question. What they are asking? Propene undergoes hydrogenation. Propene is what? Propene C3, because it is alkene, C3H6, unsaturated hydrocarbon. Alkene, hydrogen will be added in the presence of nickel or palladium catalysts. It will be converted into saturated hydrocarbon now, that is C3H6. What happens? Propene will be converted into propane. That is what? Second reaction. Now the third reaction, it is what? Ethanoic acid reacts with ethanol. Ethanoic acid is what? CH3COOH reacts with ethanol. CH3CH2OH. Now what happens? When ethanol and ethanoic acid both reacts each other, ester will form. What is that ester here? CH3COO, CH3CH2, ethyl ethanoate plus water also it will be formed. This is what esterification reaction. This is called ester. Very important reaction. So this is what third one. So this is also one 5 marks question. If you write like this, you will get 5 marks. So the next one, this is one 3 marks question from electricity. Hope everybody got this one correctly. What is the first question in this? They are asking to find total effective resistance. To find out total effective resistance, first we have to find out what is the effective resistance of this and what is the effective resistance of this. These two we have to find out. So let us find out in the first case. First, 1 by R is equal to formula 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. That is what 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15. If we take LCM, it is, you can write directly or okay, 30. LCM is 30. So it will be 3 plus 2, 5 by 30. After cancellation, 1 by 6. So we got here R is equal to, one second, here we got 1 by R is equal to 1 by 6. Therefore R is equal to 6 ohms here. So effective resistance of these two is what? 6 ohms. So similarly down one. Again in the second case also you follow same. 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. That is what again in the same way 1 by 60 plus 1 by 40 is equal to 120 is the LCM. 2 plus 3 which is 5 by 120, that is after cancellation 1 by 24. Therefore what here R is equal to 24 ohms. So if you redraw that figure, how it will be like this. This is what 6 ohms. This is what 24 ohms. Now voltage, how much it is given? Potential difference 15 volts. Here one plug key, one ammeter, like this it is given. Like this it will be changed. Now what? First question answer, we have to find out total resistance. So R is equal to 6 ohms. First question answer here I am writing 6 ohms plus 24 ohms, which is 30 ohms. Effective resistance we got. Second question answer, total current they are asking to find. I is equal to V by R. We have V 15 volt and R we got 30. So 15 by 30, 1 by 2, which is 0.5 amperes. Now the third question, they are asking to find the potential difference across the parallel combination of 10 ohms and 15 ohms. What is the effective resistance of parallel combination here? 6 ohms. So if you find out voltage across, potential difference across 6 ohms, that is the potential difference across both. Because whenever it is parallel combination, voltage, that is potential difference will be same in these two, and that potential difference across 10 ohms and 15 ohms we have to find out. So to find out that, we find out like this. V1 is equal to I into R1. So what is R1 here? 6 ohms. What is I? 0.5. 0.5 into effective resistance of 10 and 15 is how much? 6. So 6 we have to write. So what it is? 3 volts. So this is what potential difference which is across 10 ohms and 15 ohms. These three are the answers. If you have got these three answers like this, your answer is correct and you will get 3 marks for this. Okay, this is what one question. And the next question, write the relationship between resistivity and resistance. This is also a 3 marks question. Here you have to write the relationship between resistivity, resistance, cylindrical conductor of length L, area of cross section A. So here we have one concept, what? R is proportional to L, R is inversely proportional to A, then we write R is equal to rho into L by A. This is what the relation between resistance, resistivity, length and area of cross section. Now you have to write down the units of resistivity. Then from this what we can write, rho is equal to R into A by L. Then what are the units of R? Ohms. What are the units of area? Meter square. What are the units of length? Meter. Now 1 meter square, 1 meter, if you cancel, the result will be ohm meter. Therefore, units of resistivity is ohm meter. If you write like this, you will get 2 marks. And one more, why are alloys used in electrical heating devices? Why alloys are used in heating devices? Because when you want heating devices, they must have high resistivity and high melting point. Alloys will be having high resistivity and high melting point. That's why they will be used in heating devices. You can write that reason. Because alloys have high resistivity and high melting point, that's why alloys are used in electrical heating devices. That if you write, you will get here 3 marks. On the next one, an object is placed at a distance of 60 centimeters. These are 2 marks questions from light. Object distance is given 60 centimeters. So we should take minus 60 centimeters. From a concave lens and focal length is given 30 centimeters. So because it is concave, minus 30 centimeters we have to take. Use lens formula. What is lens formula? 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. By using this formula, they are asking to find the position of the image. 1 by V we have to find out. So 1 by V minus of 1 by minus 60 is equal to 1 by minus 30, which is 1 by V plus 1 by 60 is equal to 1 by minus 30. Transpose 60 there. 1 by V is equal to 1 by minus 30 minus 1 by 60. So the LCM is what? 60 is the LCM. Because we have minus 30 here, minus into minus plus, so 2 times it will be multiplied, minus 2 it is. Again we have minus 60 here, 1 time we have to multiply, that is minus 1. So overall what we get, 1 by V is equal to minus 3 by 60. After cancellation, minus 1 by 20. Therefore what? V is equal to minus 20 centimeters. So image distance is minus 20 centimeters. This is what? 24th question for 2 marks. Now the next one, a wire of resistance R is cut into 3 equal parts. What happened? One wire is cut into 3 equal parts. So what happens? It will be divided into, R will be divided, R by 3, R by 3, R by 3, 3 pieces, it will be divided into 3 equal pieces, and each one will be having resistance R by 3. Now find the, what we have to find out, calculate the total resistance when they are connected in parallel. If these three pieces are connected in parallel, what is the formula? 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1. Okay, what is 1 by R1 there? R by 3. Let us take, this is R effective now, effective resistance of this one, 1 by R by 3 plus 1 by again R by 3 plus again 1 by R by 3. So what happens here? 1 by R effective, that is effective resistance, will be equal to 3 by R plus 3 by R plus 3 by R. So what it is finally? 9 by R. If 1 by R effective is 9 by R, then effective resistance of combination will be R by 9. R by 9. This is what? The answer. In this only one more R question is also there. If you feel this is difficult, another R question is there. What is that R question? You have to define electric power. What is electric power? The rate of consumption of electrical energy. Rate of consumption of electrical energy will be called as electric power. Electric power. One second. Electric power. And then they are asking to define 1 watt. When do we say that power is consumed and electric circuit is 1 watt? Then what if 1 joule of energy, 1 joule of energy is consumed in 1 second? Then the power is called 1 watt, because 1 watt is equal to 1 joule by 1 second. Hope you understood this. So these are some questions that are there in your recent science paper. Hope you got clarity whether whatever you have written correct or not, how many marks you can score. You can analyze your paper. Thank you.